Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. We're going to be looking at another one of the new units, that being Lobotomy Eagle Lantern Don Quixote. It's a Rupture unit, it's a tank. We've had a couple Rupture tanky units before. This is another Rupture self-healing one, although she's actually got a fair bit of Rupture infliction. Skill 2, Skill 1, and Skill 3. Also, all three skills have the ability to inflict Rupture count. Notably, Skill 1 is 2 and Skill 3 is 3. While Skill 2 can inflict 3 Rupture count if the target has 1 or less Rupture count. So a lot of stuff. Aggro on all three of these skills. This one heals HP, and if it's less than half HP, you reuse the coin. And anytime an enemy was attacking you, or was targeting you, and whenever you hit them, you just heal more HP on top of that, and you just gain Clash Power if you have aggro in the first place. Yeah, a lot of simple stuff. We're going to be running like a generic Rupture team, as you do, and we're going to see how it goes. We're starting with the stuff to get the Rupture Fusion gift, because, why wouldn't we? And we will see how this is gonna go. Yeah, very interestingly enough, no blunt. It's 2 slash and a pierce. I guess it's because, like, the teeth or whatever. Like, I know the pierce is because, like, the skill 3, she, like, bites people and stuff, and the first 2, I guess it's because of the mouth on the, actual hammer being, like, slashy enough. Fair enough, but anyways, it's setting up a random team. That's not definitely what we're using, of course. We're going for, you know, something relatively standard. Like, that'll work, yeah, okay. Do you have the most HP? I guess you don't. That's unfortunate. That means, Honglu's gonna get the talismans from Sinclair's passive whenever we trigger it. That's fine. Hopefully we find Thunder Branch, because if we find Thunder Branch, then Dawn's gonna be really good at maintaining Rupture count on targets. But, like, look at how happy she looks. She is so happy to be eating these enemies. And, you know, fair enough, I guess. Talisman passive, don't mind if I do. We're just gonna try killing these guys. It's a Rupture team. Can't really stack Rupture too conveniently in normal fights, so we just focus on killing. Profiling does a great job of that, just doing a lot of damage to these slash-weak enemies. Wasn't that a bit too much? Go easy on them. Careful not to shatter their bones. If you say so. If you say so, Pierre. I do want to shatter their bones, but, you know, it's bad for, you know, the cooking. It's bad for, you know, like, meat, I guess, to shatter bones, because then it'll be, like, meat and bone all, like, mixed together. That's not good to eat, usually. So, you know, fair enough thing to complain about, I guess. We very well could do a cannibalism run and just run the 2 Chef IDs and, you. Funny idea. Might do that. I might put it on the wheel. A couple random ideas I do want to put on the wheel in general for when I do eventually get around to spinning the wheel next. Could be tomorrow, could be later than that, I don't know. No particular plans for no particular things going on in my future plans for runs. Nice. Decent damage to these guys. Honglu took some damage to the talismans, as expected. That happens whenever we get a Gluttony Resonance with the support passive of Honglu, or of the support passive of Talisman Sinclair. Fine by me. Okay, nice. They're trying to block here. You die though, so you know, good luck, good job blocking. Bozo. Now we get to get our event to get our shop and then fight the boss of this first floor. The chances of signing Thunder Bridge early on are pretty low, but it is possible, theoretically. Golden Urn's really good. Carmilla's really good. I'll take Golden Urn. Carmilla doesn't help us that much for the joke. I'd rather not bother yet. Yisong should get another skill too. Yeah, that's a good choice. If we can get something... Oh, I guess I should have thought about that. Charge would have been really good for us. I should not have re-rolled the thing. Piece of Relationship. That's good, but it doesn't fit the bit, doesn't fit the gimmick. Oh, we got Lightning Rod again. There we go. So now we start with a bunch of charge every fight, so that'll be good for you and Gregor. Make sure that your charge will be good. Grab Tomorrow's Fortune, and not really a point to re-roll any further. So we just press onwards. Save this cost. We'll want to upgrade some things at this, I think. Probably upgrade. Maybe we might want to... Do we want to upgrade the telepole, the whatever it's called? Lightning Rod. It'll be a little more starting charge, but nothing too great. You two aren't being upgraded. You can't be upgraded. You can't be upgraded. Can you be upgraded? You might be able to be upgraded. I'm uncertain on that. Who knows? We might get something good to upgrade in the future, though. And if nothing else, we could just save out the cost for, the floor 3 shop. Another solid option. Okay, Ting Tang. Fine by me. We trigger talismans. Once again, make it so Honglu's just gonna inflict a bunch of Rupture with his 2 coins. No Rupture count, of course, since we don't have Thunder Branch or anything like that to keep Rupture count at a decent point. But that's fine. Once we get Enrapturing Trance, we'll be in a great position, because Enrapturing Trance means that we just inflict 5 Rupture with every attack, and we can Rupture count can be substituted with 10 Rupture potency in order to maintain Rupture pretty decently. Enrapturing Trance is just really good for making Rupture consistent. Okay, good job with the Tails, Honglu. I mean, you are 22 sanity, because it's just because you're so slow, I guess. You have not gotten a chance to clash too much. You and that's a 2 to 6 speed range, yeah. They've got the Starlight buffs to increase max by 2. Not great. Speed ranges in the game are just so funny in general. I don't know. They're very odd. There's some really, like, stupidly high speed values and some stupidly low speed values. Like Mariachi Sinclair being, what, the 2 to 3 speed? Like, what even? At lower upsides, it's 1 to 2. There's some really slow IDs out there. Okay, let's see. None of this is Rupture, so we're probably gonna want... Defense level down here from single coins. That actually does help us a fair bit. We've got some decent single coin stuff. Stuff like, Gregor's skill 2, Heathcliff's skill 2. They're good for the single coin stuff. It's all battle, I'd say. We do have more single coin attacks, but those are the ones that really stick out to me for being pretty good for the sake of Rupture anyways. Especially Heathcliff. So we inflict some defense level down with that as well. Could matter. Yeah, this one, wrap up. What else do we have for single coins? I know your skill 1 is, but it's not like a strong skill 1. Your skill 1 is, but it's not like a strong skill 1. Whirlwind Om-Nom on a weak enemy weak to both Pierce and Gluttony. It'll do some good damage. I guess I should try and make it so that Dawn takes some decent damage this fight. The issue is it's kind of hard for her to get too low of HP values because, fairly tanky, and if I rely on defenses to lower HP, she does heal if she defends and the enemy does not do enough damage to her to fully break the shield. Which is a fun gimmick. One that... I feel like we haven't gotten more stuff like that already. Stuff like, oh, if the shield is not fully depleted, you gain a benefit. There's a lot of enemies like that who, if you don't fully deplete their shield, they get some random benefit here or there. Stuff like, I think, like, I think the middle guys gained power. I think, Queequeg made it so, like, if you didn't destroy her barrier, Ahab would keep, like, the unflashable thing going on, untargetable thing. A lot of stuff like that, so it's nice to get some stuff like that ourselves. A lot of interesting things they could do with defensive skills. I do like how they're experimenting with decent defensive skills a lot more recently. Because a lot of older units, just in general, really didn't have very interesting defensive skills. But we've gotten stuff like Middle Dawn, we've gotten stuff like, Thank Otis. We're getting stuff like this Dawn. A lot of cool things just available to us with defensive skills. Only a matter of time before we get more IDs that are really focused on defensive skills. Although I guess the issue is IDs focused on defensive skills are, well, focused on defensive skills, and that's kind of a big downside in of itself. Okay, Wound Declared, my beloved. Could potentially get some decent benefit from this. Couldn't have bleed, but we could upgrade it if we wanted to. Ooh, this is a strong one. Damage up on Abnos, just make sure we kill Abnos even more efficiently. And here we go. Fusion Time, Talisman Bundle, Standard Duty Battery. We get Enrapturing Trance. Good stuff. Now enhancements, we can enhance U3. What does this do? More haste with a high charge. It's tempting. You're also tempting, though. Even more charge count at the start of the fight. Give me the 20%, please. No, unlucky. We'll upgrade this too. Why not? Why not? Well, we start every fight with 7 charge, so we start with the haste stuff. It's an interesting idea. We spend a lot of cost on an idea that really isn't directly tied to Rupture, and we could definitely have more chargey Rupture units on the team than we do have right now. AKA, like, the other Warp IDs have a decent bit of, not like great Rupture out of it, but like a little bit of Rupture. Not enough to really warrant using them, though. No thanks. Okay, we do something like this, and then we're gonna attack the big guy a bunch. Clash Wind inflicts Rupture count. Of course, you cannot clash with that. That should be fine, though. We're just gonna attack you a bunch. That's the thing. Bottom guy, we're just using Wrap Up on for a little bit of Rupture count. Right guy, we're using Flashing Lure on for a bit of Rupture count. Potentially. Yeah, the Rupture count's gonna still be there, so yeah, 7. Yeah, pretty good. That's a really strong skill to use against enemies without any Rupture yet, because thanks to the powers of dang, you lost your first coin. Your first coin dodge, so you didn't actually get to like the Rupture count with it. That's sad to see. What was I saying though? Yeah, this skill 2 is just really good against enemies without any Rupture, because you'll just get a decent Rupture count to start out with. Nice to see. Wrap Up you so that you don't get enraged again. Grease Chains you so you will get enraged, but like in a way that's pretty fine to deal with. And we try this. If you got good Dimensional Rift off, we had enough charge for it seems. Nice. Didn't quite fail, so we didn't get the funny animation, but that's okay. You did your best. That guy did die to Faust immediately after, though, so you know, it's still good. Yeah, that right bottom guy's got even more Rupture on him. Right guy's gonna be enraged next turn, but he's also got some decent Rupture on him. Grease Chains. Energy Cycle. Anger this guy a little bit. It's about time he gets angry. And we should be pretty good here. Yeah, they both have a decent bit of Rupture count on them, so even without the Rapturing Trance benefit of making it so that Rupture count can be substituted with Rupture Potency, there's not going to be too much of a need for that, which means we can just focus on building up the Rupture Potency on them with some of these attacks. Do some pretty good damage in the process. Yeah, you're dead. The other guy is also dead. Nice. Yeah, pretty good. Oh. Bless you, Gregor. Dog is doing his little sneezy thing. Okay. Lead, White Ghost Beam's not good for us. Burn's not good for us. This isn't great for us. I guess Grey Coat is the best choice for us. It is also it's a tier 2. I thought it was a tier 3 for a second, but no, it's not. Okay. We're gonna need to go top path and miss all the rest off if we want the shop. That's fine. I see the benefits. Because we want to go to the shop, we want to change our skills a bit, we want to see if we're gonna want to reroll for Thunder Branch probably. What other Rupture things could be good for us? Like not a lot would be like quite too great for us, all things considered. The most important thing is Thunder Branch, to make it so our Rupture's even better. Because Thunder Branch makes it so on a Rupture team, you really don't even need to worry about Rupture count, like, in the slightest. You already don't need too much thanks to Enrapturing Trance in this type of team composition, but that would make it even more notable. I guess also we need a way to actually inflict Tremor on enemies, because I always forget that we only get Rupture count with Gregor's skill 3 if the target has Tremor. So if we get like Nixie Divergence, something like that, that'd be pretty beneficial. Yeah. Send to that. Doing some pretty good damage, yeah. Some enemies are building up quite a bit of Rupture. Yeah, like you're at 22, you're at 20, you're at 12. Seems good. They should all die here pretty easily. Only a couple clashes going on. Quite a few of them are staggered. They all have decent Rupture numbers, as previously mentioned. As I mentioned before. There was a word I was looking for there and I couldn't find it. That's fine. But yeah, they're all dead. Nice stuff. Nice stuff. Do we have any healing stuff going on in this team? No, right? I mean, there is that, but that's like manageable. Do we have any healing support passives going? I want to see if it'll be worth getting some damage taken on Dawn, see if we can kind of build it up a little bit. Because we shouldn't have any passive healing methods unless we have a support passive that'll do it. Artistic flavor. Yeah. That'll work against us. Definitely. Don't know how worth it'll be to actually try to get Dawn passive going this early then. We'll try and explore potentially. Maybe against like a boss or something could be a good time for it. Hopefully we'll get to see, or not Dawn, but we'll get Dawn skill 3 conditional working. Because we need to see her at least one enemy, right? Give the little nom. It's just too funny not to see. I still haven't seen it in-game yet. I just haven't gotten the chance to. And I guess that's going to be like the goal for the run now that we have proven, like, yeah, we've got decent Rupture already. All you need is an Rapturing Trance on and a Rupture team for decent Rupture. All you need is a Rupture team for decent Rupture, all things considered. Just as long as you make sure to have, like, Hong Lu use a couple, like... Or just any ways to build up Rupture count, and then you can have a solid Rupture team. EO gifts aren't necessary, they just make it a lot easier. They make it a lot more simple to set up Rupture. There's a lot of thinking that goes on in Rupture teams without Ego Gifts. Ego Gifts kind of remove a bunch of thinking from it, which is nice, don't get me wrong. Thinking is fun, though. Alright, consume your charge. Back a bunch of these guys. Kill a bunch of these guys, hopefully. Wishing Talisman, so that we get more Rupture inflicted with Hong Lu. Warped away. Into the back. I almost said into the back rooms. I guess you could say into the back rooms. Yeah, I guess I should mention that there is no stream today, because I'm currently busy going back to college, as of the time of this posting. So that's my reasoning.
그래, 얘는 처리했고. 어제 톱날을 열심히 손본 보람이 있네.
Okay. Victory. Okay, it's a Zibo sure. More resources. Cool enough. And Heathcliff skill, that's pretty good stuff, potentially. We'll reroll. Heathcliff's still there. Downpour. I mean, that would fix the thing where we were kind of looking for a little bit of tremor, but doesn't matter that much. Ooh, Yisung. Yeah, take another Dimensional Rift, why not? Reroll like a couple more times, see if we get something really good. Oscillating Bracelet could also be good for the tremor stuff, but meh. Oh, there's Nixie Divergence. Yeah, I'll take that. We can sell Zippo yeah. Big Nixie Divergence so that we can actually get Gregor's skill 3 working. That seems good for me. We're definitely focusing on quite a few things here, because we're focusing on the charge a little bit, we're focusing on the tremor a little bit, just because we can use that stuff to kind of supplement the abilities of our Rupture. And no, Rupture is the name of the game in this run. So anything that helps Rupture is very logically good for us. If we do a couple favors, we should be mostly fine, I'd hope. Whoop, whoop. Make sure to open the door in the background for good luck. Spam it a couple of times for the joke. But keep it open in the end. Also for the joke. I guess focus encounters is where Dawn really shines, because she gains aggro, and basically if she hits an enemy that was targeting her because of her aggro, she'll heal HP on hit. So your skill, so like your skill 2, skill 3 just heal 18 HP if it's against someone who was initially targeting you. It is very interesting. I think it's the only time we've actually seen something that benefits being targeted. Just without counting redirection stuff. So you can see now, yeah, your passive triggers if you attack this guy now. So every time you hit him with one of your attacks, you heal 6 HP. Now, even if you were to, say, redirect this, it doesn't count because it needs to be people who were targeting you of their own volition. Not people that you forced to target you using the power of your speed. Wacky stuff. Once again, makes me really wish aggro at least did something in normal encounters, because this only really matters in focus encounters, because its targeting is purely random, really outside of it. But that's fine. Aggro is just kind of a wacky mechanic in general. Little undercooked, that's for sure. It also does not make as much of an impact as it needs to, as it should sometimes. And then sometimes it makes too much of an impact. If you're using Sloshing Ishmael, the aggro is going to be awful, and if you're using anyone else's aggro, the aggro is never going to work. That's so far from what I've seen, that's the basic, like, flow of how things go with aggro. Did we do this, though? They might all die here. Don't know for sure. Might have gone for a weak attack on one of these guys. It's still at a decent bit of HP. But so far it seems like they're all pretty... I mean, they all have like 20 Rupture, so even weak attacks are doing pretty good damage. Nice. Clean cut. So true. And then Honglu just needs to get the kill, and yeah, they're all dead. Nice! Good planning on my part, then. Even if it was, you know, done partially in a trance. That's just kind of how I function in general. Autopilot works pretty well for me sometimes. Shouldn't jinx it. So that no one will cry this floor, that's fine. Can anyone do this? You can. You need 3 heads. I believe in you. Nice, okay, more damage. Non-disclosure agreement, yeah. This funny thing. It doesn't, like... I don't know. It's a wacky one. It's nice because it's like a stronger version of like the Otis Ego passive, but on the other hand, it really doesn't matter too much because the damage increase. I mean, things that increase your damage are good, but not as good as things that increase your status effect that you're focusing on for the run, you know? Stuff like the 2 tier 4s that they added with the 2 tier 4s that are unrelated to any status effect, the ones that they added with the when you get the node in the Starlight Tree. You get them alongside Reverberation for some reason. Don't know why they made Reverberation unlockable when the other 2 were like pretty cool tier 3s, but you know, that's fine. Funny Reverberation joke here. Wow, like blue reverb, yippee. I guess we will get blue reverb sooner or later in Limbus. I actually do kind of look forward to that. Because I think blue reverb's gimmick was interesting in Ruina, but I also feel like it was kind of underdeveloped, maybe? Like, the whole vibration, reverberation stuff. Where, like, if, like, the amount of the status effect you had was equal to the speed of your target, you'd get, you know, extra benefits. Pretty cool thing to do. Just didn't really benefit from it too much. Sure was cool. God. I've got some pretty rough looking cuts on my leg. I walked into like a thorn vine yesterday. I guess not yesterday, this might be. You know what I mean. I walked into a thorn vine and it left, you know, scratches behind. Quite a few of them, and they look little to look at. Bothering me a little bit. It doesn't hurt too much as long as I'm not rubbing against it, but when I look at it, it just kind of makes me shudder. You know, it's like one of those types of things where it's really not that bad, but like I just don't like the look of it. Yeah, you're very rupturable. And inflict more burn with skills. How scary. You know, the burn that, you know, this guy is so famous for. A Clash Wind inflict Rupture count, that's good. A Clash Wind inflict Rupture count, that's good. Like that, yeah. So we're just gonna try stacking Rupture on both parts right now. Because why not? We can do it pretty easily. Especially if we use some of these attacks, like flashing lure going first is such a good thing for us. Just a bunch of rupture count immediately. And on a skill too, no less. A lot of the really good rupture count inflictors are like skill 3s and stuff. Ah, we lose with Blitzgrind, and that's sad. Would have been some even more rupture count infliction. That's okay though. Oh, Gregor can take it. This exact target is even more rupture count on the arm. Wrap up is even more rupture count on the body. And Hong Lu gets Dimension Shredder, which is even more rupture count on the arm. Yeah, pretty good. Both parts are doing very good in Rupture. Should be able to stagger the arm next turn pretty easily. If we went all in on the body, we might be able to stagger that too, which would be funny. It's always funny to stagger the body turn 2, because then turn 3 it just can't do much of anything. But it's still got a fair bit of HP, so I don't know how well that'll work. The body's got more HP than the actual guy has itself, so really should give you a sense as to how hopeless that idea may be. Try attacking you, though. Want to clash win with that, that's for sure. You're being targeted because of the aggro, and you know, if you take damage, fine by me. We're just gonna go all out on the arm, let Don take the hits, otherwise. Nice damage. Rupture count's running a little low. We can... I guess we're not using the most amount of things to inflict Rupture count itself, but that's fine. The Rupture potency is slowly going down, but you do just die to Don. Yeah, a little bit of Rupture damage. Just a little bit. I think I was trying to Rupture us back, too. How rude. We out-Ruptured the Rupture Man. Thunder Branch? Thunder Branch. +1 to Clash Power, that's fine. We can handle that. It's honestly a pretty minor thing, all things considered. Not that big of a deal. Even if it is a little scary. It's only a little scary. Mirror Dungeon 3 normal mounting trials are pretty average, usually. Nothing that scary, really. Clash Power is probably the scariest one, usually. I guess the attack weight up one is the scariest one, all things considered, because, you know, then you can't, spam. You can't spam your mass stacks as easily. Or the, not attack weight, the slot weight up, I mean. Same thing, just opposite terminology type deals, you know. You know what I'm talking about, I think. And we were winning all our clashes pretty easily. That's good to see. The Inquisitors aren't too bad after all. Gluttony Resonance for the joke? Yeah, let's do it. Might as well. We actually won some clashes that we wouldn't have otherwise thanks to the Gluttony Resonance. Like, I think that Forensics would have been like a clash loss, most likely, if not for the Resonance. I think it was like a neutral or something. All based on the enemy's heads or tails instead of our own. As it be sometimes, but lucky we were able to turn that around thanks to the power of just gluttony, being a little gluttonous creature. Dawn knows all about being a little gluttonous creature. Just you two left, okay. We win the clashes, yep. Excellent. Grease Chains also just staggers you, so no chance you do anything here. And Dimensional Rift just straight up staggers you. It straight up kills you, doesn't it? Yeah, because of the Rupture. Nice. And you also kill the other guy. There we go. Good enough fight. Rupture is so fun. It's probably one of my favorite status effect mechanically, just because, like, it's so fun to stack Rupture, and it's so easy to trigger off. Is it my favorite status effect overall? Probably not. Maybe, though. I think it's the most fun. Burn is my favorite just in general, just because, like, every single Burn ID is, like, a banger. Because Liu exists. Even though the Liu IDs, the 2 stars are considered pretty conventionally bad, they're still cool. So, take that, I guess. Don't know what my point here is, but... Got him. Sure, we'll do that. Might as well. We can use an ego here and there. We had the Blighter for like a couple fights, so we're doing decent in resources. On top of the fact we've used barely any egos. We've used Dimension Shredder 2 times now, and I think that's the extent of ego usage. You really don't need egos too much in Mirror Dungeon 3. Normal. Mirror Dungeon 3 hard, yeah, you definitely need to, especially floor 5, but... Fine. Walking ingredients. Here would be, you're the kind of person who'd be like, ah, look, seafood. Yeah, that's the joke. One of those jokes where, yeah, that's the joke is all I have to say on it, really. It sure was the joke. Oh, you're all staggered. We're just that good. Just that good. Lantern Dawn's voice lines are so funny. There's a really fun one. I don't know if you guys have seen this one, but there's a really funny one. I think it's one of her idol quotes. I'm not sure. But, like, Otis just, like, starts speaking during it. Dawn's like, Lady Otis, and then Otis is like, whatever she says, Team Captain Otis, or whatever, just, like, correcting Dawn in the background, which is really funny. You lose SP if you get the material interference force field, that's more charge. Pretty funny. Oh, there's more charge. It's tempting for more charge. Yeah, we'll take it. We're gonna keep on rerolling for, you know, the funny, though. Sinclair's skill does not matter to me. Come on. No luck. Okay, that's fine with me. Looking to see if we got Thrill there. We didn't. That's fine. Chance of getting Thrill pretty low. We only have a single cost to our name now. We'll build that number back up before we actually get to the boss of this floor, but still. Funny to just have a single cost. Okay, we can turn that into a favor. That's decent. Quite a few favors, quite a few neutrals here. I'm fine with that, though. I'm fine with playing a little risky. We kind of need the sanity anyway, so I don't really want to rely on the egos too much right now. Yeah, unfortunate. Also unfortunate. This guy needs a single tails and he loses, though. Single tails, please? There we go, thank you. There's the sanity back for Heathcliff, that's good. Still losing a fair bit of clashes here and there, that's fine. You're doing some damage to Dawn, not that Dawn is very scared by that. We do have a lot of charge, though, just in general, because of the fact we've got Lightning Rod plus plus, we have charge type gloves. This means we start every fight with 12 charge. If you upgrade charge type gloves, does it increase the... Is it also like +6, +7, similar to this? Do you start with 14 if you have both these at plus plus? I'd assume so. And thanks to Material Interference Force Field, we also just gain even more charge. You know, that's also nice. You're struggling a bit. I guess you can go for a body sack. It's cheap enough. We trigger Strife, which is She Ishmael's passive. Don't know what it does. I don't think it's that great, though. Is that the one that, like, buffs counter skills? I think it might be. The one that's like, oh yeah, counter skills get, like, +1 if below half HP or something. I think I'm mixing it up with something else, but it's, like, vaguely... It's either something buffing counters or it's something that only triggers at half HP. I guess I'll check, though, because I've intrigued myself to see just how right I was on that. Your passive, one of the least HP gains +2 counter skill final flower. Yeah, okay. So I was roughly on target with that. Though counter skill power I was right about, but it's lowest HP, not just below half HP type stuff. I think her normal passive is a below half HP one. Like below half HP gain more poise from skills or something funny like that. Really good on the unit that already gains a stupid amount of poise. Don't know if it's that exactly though, it might just be something else random. Might be still just buff counter at below half HP, which is not great for you, since if you're below half HP, you wouldn't want to be countering anyways. You'd want to be building up your poise, but I don't know. She is really a decent unit. It's also the one identity you're guaranteed to have, since you're guaranteed to get it from that like starter poll near the beginning of the game. Perfect cut of meat. So true, so true. It's a little odd having just cannibals just kind of constantly commentating over us as we go around killing people, just being like, ah yes, nice meat, nice meat. Like, they're not even being subtle about it, that's the thing. They really weren't that subtle about in Ruina too. Like, maybe if you were like really like thick-skulled, you might not have understood they're talking about people immediately, but it was pretty quick to lead on. Be like, yeah, they're eating people.
좋다, 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
어떻게 이길 것 같긴 한데 이쪽이든 저쪽이든 고기가 너무 상해서.
I don't know what's triggering them to say the meat's spoiled on both sides. Is it because we're winning, or are you like, darn, you're winning?
다시 복구하긴 힘들걸요?
어제 톱날을 열심히 손본 보람이 있네.
Okay, and they're all dead, so time for the boss. I didn't actually see which boss it was. I always, you know, I never do look beforehand, though. Poison gain power up, more poison skill effects. Riveting. Piercing gloom, so it's centipede, fox, or KQE. All of which can be ruptured pretty efficiently, I'd say. Centipede, yeah, you're being ruptured to death. No, but unfortunately we can't clash win here, but that's fine. I know you want to do this, right? Right. It's so strange that they didn't make Dimensional Rift a unique Rupture. I think that's one that really made a lot of sense, especially given how this is also... Dimensional Rift is also here. But I guess you already inflict Rupture with this skill, but... eh. Oh well. Doesn't matter too much. Oh. Phone notification noise.
관찰은 끝났습니다.
방금은 좋지 않았어.
Nice.
포기하지만 말자고.
Good Rupture count. The Thunder Branch really is helping build up the Rupture potency pretty quickly. Because, like, the Rupture potency would kind of be, like, slowly decreasing if not the Thunder Branch, because we would still be inflicting Rupture and stuff, but, then the Enrapturing Trance only does so much for us.
판단은 아니었어. 머리 좀 식히고 다시 가보자고.
Nice.
좋아, 계속 집중하지.
Whirlwind Om-Nom-Nom is 3 more Rupture count on top of just doing more Rupture. You're at 82 Rupture now. We've already staggered the body. Don't really see a reason to do anything beyond just keep on attacking the body then. We're not giving you a chance to build up any self-charge, I don't think. If you get to use this skill, you will gain a single self-charge, which could be scary, because then, you know, you'd have some self-charge. But if not, if we just bring you to 1 HP before you get the chance to use that, and I think we've got pretty good chances of doing that with our flurry of attack, then we sure do just straight up win without even having to deal with your second phase. Yeah, you're dead. No self-charge for you either. Assuming it doesn't still go through anyways, it might. I think that was just, I'm just thinking the bug from the other day, though. Yeah, no, you should have died. Jeez. Rupture is fun. We didn't even have Thrill. I mean, Thrill's really good for, like, longer fights, but, like, Thrill doesn't do too much for us if we're already just dealing with Rupture anyways. What's level 82? That's cool. Level 82, yeah, level 82 I will gain another max Incap plan, exciting stuff. Yisung did the most there, of course, just because he's stupidly good. Faust also did a lot. Dawn didn't do the most damage, but that's because she's kind of tanky. In an actual Rupture composition, she's not exactly going to stand out the most. And nice 160 more Starlight. Good stuff. How is my Starlight looking? I should take a look. See how the Starlight tree is doing. 280. Is that enough for anything? I don't think so. I think there's quite literally nothing that we can afford as well. Yeah, these are all 400, these are all 400. These are all 450. Or they're 400 on the left side and they're 450 on the right side. Yeah. Literally the only things I can get at this point are all 400 costs or more. So it means it'll be a little slower getting the nodes, but it means I'm getting really close, because there's just, what, like... 6, 8, 7, yeah. 21 nodes left, all of which are 400-ish each, so there's still a lot of runs left, but we're making good progress. But yeah. Later Dawn is cool. Oh, I should pull up the other thing, right? Identity Archive... Mirror World... No, not Mirror Worlds. Don Quixote, Lobotomy Eagle Lantern, Dialogue. It's so funny. Yeah. Oh well, I'm gonna keep the default one to Magic Bullet Otis for now just because it's so cool. But anyways, that will be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.